Hi guys, welcome to English video class. Let us today we learn about the new poem Ethics was written by Linda Paston. Linda Paston, a Jewish poet, was born in New York in the year 1932. She graduated from Radcliffe College and received her MA from Brandeis University. She has written a number of poems and has received a number of awards and honors. She also served as the poet laureate of Maryland. This poem talks of a question posed by the ethics teacher and the dilemma of children as they are not yet fully mature. In ethics class so many years ago, our teacher asked this question every fall. If there were a fire in a museum, which would you save? A Rembrandt painting or an old woman who hadn't many years left anyhow, restless on hard chairs, caring a little for pictures or old age? We would opt 1 year for life, the next for art, and always half-heartedly. Sometimes the woman borrowed my grandmother's face, leaving her usual kitchen to wander some drafty half-imagined museum. 1 year, feeling clever, I replied, why not let the woman decide herself? Linda, the teacher would report, excuse the burdens of responsibility. This fall in a real museum I stand before a real Rembrandt old woman, or nearly so myself. The colors within this frame are darker than autumn, darker even than winter, the browns of earth. Though earth's most radiant elements burn through the canvas, I know now that woman and painting and seasons are almost one, and all behind saving by children. The poem's title points to its central concern, ethics. What is the meant by ethics is a general system of moral principles, the study of which is the branch of philosophy concerned with right and wrong of certain actions and behavior. A system of ethical or moral behavior is essential to a civilized society, and we learn early through instructions many of its moral precepts. However, in the course of life, people find themselves in the situation in which they must decide for themselves what is the right way to act or the act choice to make. It is an individual responsibility to make the right choice and to be accountable for that choice. A part of growing up is learning how to make the right choices. In the poem Ethics, Linda Paston speaks about her experience and understanding of the true meaning of ethics. She recollects her school days when her ethics teacher would ask the same question to her students every fall. Means it's become autumn. The teacher would ask her students whom would they save if there were a fire in the museum, a Rembrandt painting or an old woman who hadn't many years to live. The students would be restless on hard chairs and give answers half-heartedly without understanding the significance of the question, as they cared very little for art or life. They would choose life 1 year and art the next year. Another year, Linda tried to suggest letting the woman decide for herself, but the teacher warned her not to escape from her responsibility of making a choice. Years later, in the autumn, Linda visited a museum and stood before a real Rembrandt painting. As she studied the painting, she noticed that colors were darker than autumn, darker than even winter. The painter's colors on the canvas were those deep colors seen at the end of a season. However, she saw that through these dark colors, Earth's most radiant element burned. By using such imaginary, she expresses what she saw in Rembrandt, which a child would not be able to see. Paston realized that a beautiful painting and an old woman are all behind saving by children. Paston understood that a child would choose to save an old woman rather than a painting because the child felt that it was morally the right thing to do. The unmatched beauty of the painting was truly worth saving. At the same time, she was now standing in the place of the old woman. She understood the value of the painting, which she could not as a young girl. She remembered how little meaning either picture or old age had for then. She now realized the teacher's true intention in posing the question that woman, painting and seasons are all equally important and they are behind saving by children. Paston shows that at a young age children don't fully understand what ethics means. They would just do what felt morally right. She understood that ethics comes with the experience that one has in one's life. In the concluding part of the poem, which states, I know now that woman and painting and seasons are almost one and all behind the saving of children. It is evident that this poem is not meant for the amusement of children, but rather for people who have attained the age of the speaker. In these lines, the poet finally realizes the real meaning of the question posed out to them by their teacher several years ago because of the numerous years of experience she has gained. The narrator implies that the woman and the painting both represent old age and wisdom, things that the children are unable to comprehend, and that is why they cannot assist or save them.